Good evening, distinguished guests and viewers. Welcome to Global Unfiltered, a platform dedicated to examining pressing global issues through diverse perspectives and constructive dialogues.
Let me be real. If the UN had power, my people wouldn't still be living in fear. You see, we have so many resolutions that you can literally stack them and make a staircase. But enforcement? Zero.
Same for us. Russia invades, kills civilians, break international law, and the UN's like, we strongly condemn. Bro, condemn? My house is gone, not my self-esteem. And because Russia has veto power, they basically get to decide their own punishment, which is obviously, for me, is nothing.
True, but the Security Council is a mess, right?
Yes.
But international law still matters. Because for smaller countries like Malaysia, the UN is our shield. If a big powers in your borders, habislah, salulah.
But for me, the UN still has more weight. But politically, it's allergic to confronting the big powers. And if you are from a small country, they will push you. But if you are a superpower, they will whisper.
In essence, the United Nations functions as a regulatory body with considerable moral authority, yet its enforcement mechanism remain constrained when addressing violations by major powers. Let us now examine the Sustainable Development Goals, the comprehensive framework of 17 objectives adopted by all UN member states. While widely recognized in international discourse, what is their actual implementation records?
Working? My community is just trying to stay alive. My SDG, we don't even get clean water these days, you know?
We literally lost decade of developments in a few months. UN suffered us, but SDG don't mean much during war. You can goal 1, no poverty when your city is rubble.
Well, in Malaysia, I think UN helps because they give training, policy guidance, and support. But people expect SDGs to fix everything overnight. It's not a magic. It's a teamwork, you know.
Yeah, SDGs are one giant group project where only 30% of countries do the work and the rest copy. Great vision, but the world is underperforming.
Humanitarian assistance represents one domain where United Nations has demonstrated both its strengths and its limitations. This remains an area of an ongoing debate among scholars and practitioners.
United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East, also they call UNRWA, is what literally keeps us alive. But they're underfunded, attacked politically, and restricted, you see. So yes, the UN is trying, but it's being strangled as we speak right now.
It came, thanks, but it came late. Sometimes we get supplies when the situation is already changed. And the world gets tired. And tension moves on, but crisis don't.
Well, I think it works when country cooperate. In ASEAN, kalau dua tak ambil, memang tak jalan. If we don't want, nothing works.
But from my take, humanitarian should not depend on global popularity, but it does. Some crises get millions and others get silence.
The analog is an amp. The United Nations humanitarian system operates as a critical response mechanism, yet faces persistent challenges of inadequate resources relatively to escalate global needs. Human rights protection, arguably the most contagious aspect of the UN operation. Some scholars view the organization as the primary guardian of universal human rights, while others characterize its enforcement capacity as largely advisory in nature.
UN investigate war crimes. Good. But accountability take years. It's like sending a therapist to a burning building. Wrong timing.
My people's human rights reports are read every day and ignored every year too. So what's the point of talking about suffering if no one acts?
Human rights bodies help. Malaysia also improved because of dialogues, pressure and recommendation, but they cannot force countries. They can only convince,
Human rights are universal, but enforcement, political. The UN needs a spine and maybe a gym membership.
As we approach our conclusion, I propose we engage in constructive analysis. If we were empowered to implement institutional reforms within the United Nations framework, what single structure changes would you prioritize? Additionally, does the UN retain relevance in contemporary international relations, or is influence diminishing? And one sentence each, is United Nations still relevant or losing its power?
Easy. No more double standards. If a country breaks international law, boom, consequences. Not veto, not discuss next year, just action. The UN still relevant, but powerless without action.
You advocate for more rigorous, principle-based enforcement mechanism with consistent application across all member states.
Well, for me, the veto power needs reform. One country should be able to press cancel on the whole world. So to answer the question, the UN is needed, yes. Functional depends on who's breaking the rules.
Developing countries need a bigger voice. Right now, the UN is like a group chat, but only for 5 people that can talk loudly. And we need a fair representation such as Latin America, Africa, Asia. And I think the UN matters, but needs serious makeover energy.
I would also like to add that I think we need to upgrade the human rights enforcement. At least give the UN, a backbone or a gym membership. No, but seriously, independent courts for investigations and protection for civilians regardless of politics. The UN is actually not dying, but it's just going through a midlife crisis.
Okay, boys, here we go.
And that's it for today's episode of Global Unfiltered. Thanks for watching and see you guys again.
Kenapa?
Tak clear tu kan? UN investigate war crimes. Sorry.
Mak I dah
City is rubber.
Kenapa tak bersemangat?
true, but
I will share. It's a big... asal flash
We'll still be living in fear. See? We have so many resolutions.
Never be lah.